Welcome back. Now, Charlo, the chef, is in the kitchen today and he's come up with his very own concoction for brunch.
Yes, I couldn't pronounce it earlier. Is it an eggs Florentine or an eggs Benedict? It's neither. It's an eggs Benedictine.
Benedictine or Benedictine, whatever, I don't mind. But as long as we just are perfect with our presentation.
Lots of people sitting at home this morning going, this is my go-to breakfast.
Exactly, and a great way. You were talking about using the leftovers.
Yeah.
Have a look at this dish. Make up your own recipe if you want. But this is just we're going to give you the method and the principle here.
Okay.
Take it on your little journey yourself.
And give us the confidence to make something like this at home, because it's often something you'd go out to have for your
all that
your
frightens
brunch.
people is the hollandaise, isn't
that
it?
it?
So
Yeah.
let me go through the key ingredients first.
Okay.
We've got ham hock, very cheap piece of meat. It's like less than €2, and you're going to feed about 7 or 8 portions out of this.
It's amazing.
It's amazing
Piece of meat.
So we have ham hock, we have some stock, we've nutmeg, black peppercorns, bay leaf. We've got a mixture then of our Irish root veg. We've got some garlic, ginger, and we've got some onions. We'll come back to that in a second. We've got some spinach. That's the Florentine element of it. And then we also have our eggs. It's sort of like, this is a tip your hat really to the Irish producers.
Yeah.
And our eggs are sort of key in this dish, okay? And then we have for our hollandaise, with Simon is going to have a go at the hollandaise.
The easy job.
We've got some water. We've got some egg yolks, 4 egg yolks. We've a half a pound of butter in here. We've clarified the butter. We've actually just melted the butter, and we'll come to that in a second. We've got some white wine vinegar, a little splash of lemon juice, and away we go. Little tip first of all when you're starting. Doing demonstrations, you're probably the same, Simon. You get a few questions and a few curveballs thrown at you.
Okay.
How do you know if the eggs are fresh, if they're sitting out in the refrigeration? A lot of people say that. So the egg shell is porous, so it evaporates over time. So if you're not sure if you just a little test, if the egg floats, throw it in the bin. This is a fresher egg. If the egg sinks, it's fresh. And there's your test.
Wow. Other silly question then for you. Eggs in or out of the fridge?
Either or.
I keep them out.
Either or, yeah.
Either or is okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
But if you lose control of your stock rotation in your house, someone's moved them, there's your little test, okay?
Do you want me to crack on with
Let's
this,
get
chef?
cracking on, yeah. So we just need one more egg yolk in there, Simon.
Yeah.
And then you have a little bat of water.
Yeah.
Very important not to have the bowl hit the water, you end up with scrambled egg. All you're doing is you're cooking with steam, okay?
Yeah.
Now, Simon's made a rookie error there. Simon, you put the egg white in there.
Oh, I did. Sorry, chef. Sorry, it's the egg yolk, chef.
Can we salvage it or...?
Okay, so what we do is,
Of course
You have a trick for this
I
as well.
just did that on purpose.
Is Daniel Clifford watching?
Well done. Well done, chef. I got carried away with myself.
No bother. See, this is what food does. It brings you. You just lose your senses. You lose your mind. So what we have here is we have our a little oven dish. Important about the ham hock, really important. Okay, I've got some herbs in there, thyme and rosemary. A little bit of veg stock is going in, and make sure you cover your ham hock. You cover your ham hock to 2/3. All right. In there, a little bit of bay leaf. And what we're doing there is we're adding a lot of flavours in here. And we're going to cook the ham hock. Turn your temperature of your oven to 180. We're going to cook it for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, fantastic. A little bit of nutmeg in here, a little bit of fresh nutmeg. Ground nutmeg is fine, but this gives this a really nice sort of deep sort of a spice flavour, and it's a Christmas spice as well, Aidan.
Okay, so for anyone doing their Christmas ham as well, nutmeg is a good ingredient.
Exactly. We have some fresh ginger going in there. We have we got some garlic, cut a clove of garlic, a bulb of garlic in half. Leave the skin on. Same with your onions. Drop in some root veg. Stick your lid on, and you're done. Into your preheated oven. Lid on. If you've no lid, your tin foil. Okay. Into your oven. 2 or 3 hours later, just leave it. Take it out and leave it sit in its own stock. Okay. Stock is amazing for cabbage as well if you want to cook cabbage. So we'll just place this over here. Here's what you're left with then. You have this absolutely amazing ham hock after 3 hours, okay? Now, how do you know your ham hock is done? There's a little bone, there's 2 little bones at the end, and this bone just pops out really easy.
Done,
your ham hock
baby.
is done. When you're shredding your ham hock, obviously your fat, your sinew, cartilage, all is in the bin, and then you're keeping this beautiful, lovely textured meat.
And it's just going to fall off.
And it's just falling off the bone. And again, when you're cooking with meat on the bone, the flavours are immense. The flavours are just fantastic. So, as I use a chicken breast, if you have a chicken breast and you're using a chicken breast and it's a fillet, it's fantastic. But if you change that over to a supreme, and the supreme has the bone, the knuckle in, the flavours are just intensified.
The world of difference. Okay, cool.
So we have a little bit of rapeseed oil in the pan, and we have our shredded ham hock. Now what we're doing is we're just going to caramelise the ham hock. A little bit of maple syrup to help it on its way. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop in a couple of poached eggs. So at the start of the show, as we said, was eggs, and I'm going to pop in a few poached eggs. A little bit of a roll and boil here. Just crack your egg, pop it in.
You know the way you gave me the easy job here? Do you know that, lady?
How are we getting on, Simon?
Living the dream, Charlo. I love making hollandaise.
Yeah, now, I have a little bit of shell in
nobody
here.
ever.
So here's a good tip. Here's a tip here, Aidan, for you. Look,
Yeah?
a little bit of shells that are falling into my water. I can't go in after. Take the half of the shell, pop it in, and it sticks to your shell. And that, you know the way if you're doing
Oh,
it,
yeah, and you're
Chef,
doing with
do you want
polish
all
your
that butter
finger
in?
and...
I'll leave it now,
Yeah.
Yeah, just give that a nice toast. To get it nice. And what we're
tips.
trying to achieve here now is a nice and fluffy hollandaise. So you're cooking the egg yolk. And so it's just nearly there. Simon's going to give another, say, minute. We've got like two minutes here for the poached eggs.
Okay.
Now,
And what Simon's doing can't be rushed. It's slow and steady.
exactly, yeah. Now, I'm just going to increase
bud.
the heat here.
Thanks for this,
Yeah.
Charlo.
Now, what we're going to do, we said we just mix it up with the Florentine, so that's just a
Yeah,
little
so
bit
what's the difference between a
of-
Benedict and a Florentine normally?
The difference is it's the Florentine is your spinach element.
yeah.
You've got salmon is Royale, okay? So what we're doing here is instead of you going in and order your your side of spinach, we're bringing in as well your 1 or your 5 a day here as well, okay? And nice hot pan. What I've done is I've just dualed it, multitask the pan here instead of save on the wash up. And you can see our ham hock. That's what you want. You want that caramelisation there, a little bit of maple syrup, and I've toasted a little bit of
bagel.
yeah, a bit of bagel. Now again, you can use brioche, whatever you have to hand.
Sourdough.
Sourdough as
Yeah.
well. And I mean, look, you can just see what you have in your store cupboard as well. So we're just going to get that spinach, and just see the spinach. It wilts down.
It'll spin a bit, won't
exactly, yeah, but you think you have loads of spinach, but actually
yeah.
when it wilts down, you
it
actually
goes down
don't.
to
teaspoon,
nothing,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Exactly. And then with your poached eggs, you just leave them sit. And what you're trying to do here is you're just trying to achieve that they're a nice soft egg.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have we got left? We've got about 2 minutes left, have we?
What have we got
Just
left
over
there,
2
lads?
minutes.
2 minutes, so we're fine. So we'll give them another minute.
Yeah.
And what you're looking for here is you're looking for perfection. And again, it comes with just practice. But the ham hock really, with leftovers, you can do this with like your ham on Christmas Day, the following day. You have your perfect ingredients for your ham hock. Omit the spinach, and you can go with some asparagus if you want. Smoked salmon if you have it, and you can do your salmon and your spinach. So you just want to have the eggs. They're coming along nicely now. How's our sauce coming on, Simon?
Yeah, we're almost there,
And you can
chef.
see the
Picking
nice
up, isn't
fluffy
it?
element, yeah. I take that off there now, Simon. I take the bowl out of that, yeah, because you don't want to end up with scrambled. A little bit of salt and pepper.
Yeah.
The taste. Okay. And we have a little spoon there. Just pass me a spoon there, Aidan. I'll just give it a little taste. But it's so important to get all the key
You
elements.
tell me
So
if
it's
that's all right,
fantastic.
chef.
I mean, look at that. That is absolutely fantastic.
When he's good, he's good.
Well,
You forgive me
Oh
not
my
any
God.
mistake there.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
you're a good stirrer.
Super. Okay, so now we're going to assemble, okay? So we have our beautiful ham hock. We add a little bit of maple syrup into it and it's caramelised, so we're just going to assemble now, okay?
Oh,
so
yeah,
ham
baby.
first.
Ham first, okay?
Love it.
So I'm going to then place the spinach on top there, because I'm just going to talk about... I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
chef.
Have a look at these poachers, okay? So a
Yeah.
little bit of spinach on the two.
Yes, chef.
As you can see, our poached eggs now are perfect. And how do you know they're perfect? Because you've given them 2 minutes in a soft boiling water,
Yeah.
okay?
And you weren't stirring them or messing with them?
leave them alone.
Yeah.
And what you want to achieve is I'm going to show you now what we want to achieve here, okay? You just don't want the excess water to ruin your dish, so we'll just use
Dry 'em out a bit.
Exactly. Use a little bit of paper onto a plate. And you have these guys. I'm not joking. These are the perfect poached eggs. I'm going to show you why now in a second. Whoa!
Slithery.
Yeah, no bother. We get that back.
That's
up.
right, man overboard.
What do we
That's
say,
okay.
Simon, in the kitchen? You don't serve your mistakes, yeah? Correct them.
That's right.
Okay. So
Don't serve your mistakes, you correct them.
So there we go.
And we're going to nap that with a little bit of
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And if it floats, it's bad, and if it sinks, it's
And
good.
I want to
Just
just show you now. This is the wow factor. But
That
this is
is really.
comfort breakfast food at its best. And can I just mention as well, we've Light Up a Life on in Our Lady's Hospice tomorrow. Big major event. We've 10,000 people coming onto the campus. We've Andrea Corr coming on up with the army
Down
coming
in
up.
Harold's Cross,
Down
is
in
it?
Harold's Cross
Very
tomorrow.
good.
Down
Yeah.
the hospice.
And we've a huge day. It's one of our biggest fundraisers. So pop in
Good on
and say
you.
hello. Sponsor. Like, we've got
What
the
time's
biggest.
that at?
It's on all day.
All day,
It's like
okay.
from 12 onwards. Okay, but the show starts at around 5 o'clock.
Now, you
The
cut into
concert-
that bad boy
Now,
and
here
show
we
us
go.
this egg.
You
look at
nearly
this.
don't want to. It's just
Now,
so
this is-
Oh, no,
this
I want to. I don't mind ruining it at all.
And this is what you're looking for, folks.
Look
You're
at
looking
that
for.
egg, look. Oh,
You're looking for. And that is perfection on a plate. Look at that.
That's for you, brother.
It's beautiful, right?
Charlo,
Thanks very much. It's so simple, and it's a great way of using your leftovers, and that's sort of the key. It's Irish produce on a plate. Protein, you've got your spinach there as well. It's just a fantastic dish, and Simon's going to just back me up on that, aren't you, Simon?
Oh, about you.
Well, if you want to have a go at it yourself, our full details of the recipe are up on our website, or check out Charlo's own website for more of his recipes.
Right, after the break, Laura is sussing out what all the fuss is about at Dublin Zoo's Wildlife. See you soon.
Go for it.
Do it.
Oh.